Hey everyone, so I'm back for another DVD collection update. This is my update for both October and November of this year, obviously. I haven't really gotten much DVDs at all in the past 2 months. I started off pretty strong in October, but then I kind of lost interest in buying them. And then Black Friday hit and I got a couple more in around that time. So I think I only have 15 this update, which is not a lot at all compared to the other months I've done it. I've kind of just lost interest. I still watch movies, of course, but I'm a little reluctant on buying DVDs lately because I don't know, and plus I don't really rewatch them very much, so I kind of just select the ones I really want before anything else. So let's get into the update. I'm going to start with the TV shows. I only have 2. So the first one is The Office, the Secret Santa pack. This has it says 4 classic holiday episodes. I love The Office. It's one of my favorite shows ever, and I love the Christmas episodes. They're a hoot. And so I saw this at Big Lots for like $5. I've been looking for it for a while now. And here's the inside, just the green disc. And the last TV show I have is Weeds Season 8. I don't remember. Oh, I got this on Amazon for like $8 or something. I don't remember. It was really cheap. Maybe it was $7.50 actually. Yeah, like a month ago. I have the last season, so finally I'm done collecting all of Weeds on DVD. I really like this season because the ending. I love when shows bring back old characters. And that was like the last few episodes was like a reunion kind of thing, so I loved the last few episodes. And then I'll just show you the discs quickly. It has the characters on it. Here's Silas and Shane and Andy and Doug is on the other one, but I can't really flip it right now. I don't really care. So yeah, it's not my favorite show, but I used to love this show, so the last few seasons were a little weak. Oh, it just turned really orange. There we go. Okay, and the next I got from Amazon like a month ago is The Philadelphia Story. I saw this like a year ago. I didn't really pay attention too much to it, so I wanted to buy it to be able to rewatch it at some point. I mean, it has 3 amazing actors in it. It has Katharine Hepburn, Cary Grant, and James Stewart. I mean, it's like, it's gonna be great. So I just need to rewatch it because honestly I didn't really pay attention, and they're all fine looking people. So I'm excited to watch it again because it's been a while, and it's on the AFI Top 100, so I wanted to own it for also that reason too. Okay, the next is Bottle Rocket, which is a great Wes Anderson film. I believe it is his first feature-length film that he ever made. And it, of course, has his signature cast members, which is Luke and Owen Wilson. Yeah, I really like this movie. It's very underrated. It seems very indie style. So yeah, it's his first movie, his full movie. And it's one of the only Anderson films I need left to own. I think the only ones I need now is actually The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. I don't know, I don't really like that one. That's my least favorite Anderson film. The next is 2001: Space Odyssey. Probably one of, I know this is going to sound really horrible as a film lover. Not a big Kubrick fan. I don't know, just a lot of his movies I have not resonated with and thought was amazing. I really like 2001: Space Odyssey, and The Shining is probably the only ones I really liked. Lolita was a bit boring. Obviously, A Clockwork Orange is my least favorite film. I don't know, maybe it's just I don't really like his style very much, but I thought 2001: Space Odyssey was really creepy and a really weird and awesome take on film and the future, and the fact that 2001 looked nothing like this is funny. I am so orange! Hello? I apologize for my lighting. It's not very sunny anymore in the Midwest here, so kind of depending on my orange lights. My lights right here and like this lamp over here and this lamp back here, so I'm not professional, I'm sorry. Okay. The next is Almost Famous. I think I only got this because it was $4 and 2001: Space Odyssey was $5, and I just thought, well, why not? Also, I really like 2001: Space Odyssey, the colors and the creepiness of hell and that whole concept. Space creeps me out. It's one of those like time period pieces back in like the 70s rock star era. I guess it's a fictional band, but it's kind of based on true stuff. Plain disc, but it has a nice, like the nice writing on it. I don't know, it's a fun film. It's yeah, it has a young Jimmy Fallon in it. Not a super young Jimmy Fallon, but still not as a well-known Jimmy Fallon. In a small part. The next is Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I really wanted this like casing in particular because the case The little slipcover thing is so awesome. Look at that. It's like pops out right here and has the UFO on there. I love these colors. It looks so 70s. It's so awesome. That's why I wanted it. I wanted more Steven Spielberg films, and I feel like I need to rewatch this one. I really liked it when I first watched it, but here's like the, oh, okay, here we go. It opens up very strangely here. So it has 2 discs. It's a really hard movie to find for cheap, so I paid like $9 on it. I don't know. I got it on eBay like a month ago. Really awesome aliens movie. More about humans more like the thought of aliens rather than the actual aliens in it. But it was Spielberg's one of his first bigger movies before he got really big, so besides Jaws, obviously. The next is Jumanji. I used to own this movie, but I got rid of it for some stupid reason, and I really needed to own it again. It was right around the time that Robin Williams passed. I don't know. I saw it for cheap at a store, so I just decided I'm gonna buy it again because I feel like I need to, so, and plus I want to. The next I got is Funny Face with Audrey Hepburn and Fred Astaire. One of her very underrated films, I would say. A very underrated musical as well. You don't really hear much about this movie. I didn't really know about it until I was looking into Audrey Hepburn films and it was on Netflix. But it's a fun musical. It was in 1957, I believe. It has a lot of color. It's Technicolor. It's a lot of vibrant color, and it's a really fun musical. There are a couple memorable scenes. I didn't really know the songs because I didn't know them beforehand, but it was a very fun Paris-esque setting film. It was awesome. Great combo, I would say. Okay, and the next is The Amazing Spider-Man. I really like the Andrew Garfield version. I didn't really connect very well with the Tobey Maguire version because obviously I did not really grow up with the Spider-Man thing. So it's really weird that in this version there's Gwen, but there's not, what's her name? Mary Jane? I don't know. I don't understand it. Alright, the next one I have is Tootsie. Awesome Dustin Hoffman film. Of course there's some political incorrectness to it now, but back in the day, you know, whatever. I think he plays a really good looking woman. Am I right? It's a great film to talk about women and women's rights and gender roles, and it's a very more underrated film. I think it's probably a bigger thing back in the day, but you don't really hear much about it now. But I found it like a really fun 80s movie, and it's Jessica Lange in it, so I only know her from American Horror Story, and now I know her from this. So, like I said, this is another another Wes Anderson film that I finally own, and that's The Grand Budapest Hotel. I saw this in theaters, so I wasn't really like in a rush to buy it, because I already seen it. So, and it wasn't my favorite Wes Anderson film, but I really love this, the poster for it, of course, and of course I love the movie itself too. But I really like the colors. The pinks was really awesome tone throughout the entire film. It was that theme, very pink. Like The Grand Budapest. It's just a fun movie. It's not my favorite, but I want to watch it again because it was great. And this was like $10. I keep seeing it for like $15, $20 everywhere else. For some reason I found it at Walmart for cheaper, so I went for it. The next is Castaway. I love Tom Hanks. He's my favorite actor. Quickly has become my favorite actor. It's more in recent times because I just started watching more of his older movies rather than the newest ones. But I think this is a great film because it's a one dude pretty much the entire movie, and he makes it very interesting. So, I love me some Tom Hanks. And here he is before he was on the island. And then there's Little Wilson back there. So, awesome movie. And the most two recent ones, one of them is Dallas Buyers Club. I finally own it on DVD for myself. I've seen it like 2-3 times already, and I hadn't owned it. But then I saw it for like $7 around Black Friday, which isn't that cheap. But because I've been looking for it forever, I said I don't care, I just want to own it. It was my favorite movie of 2013 on award season time. I think Matthew and Jared definitely deserve their Academy Awards. It's an awesome, it's a movie that needs to be done. It needed to be done, and it needed to be popularized in our generation now because not many people know about the AIDS crisis. And while I think it's a great story about AIDS crisis, of course there are better ones, but this was a nice different spin on it because many people think it's just the gay disease, and this movie was more about focus on a straight man getting it as well, and how he is so homophobic, but yet he falls into the LGBT community because they all can relate to one another having this AIDS disease, and he wants to help these people have a a better treatment for their disease rather than just putting them up on the AZT. So that really fucks up their body and stuff. So it's a really great film. It's a movie that, like I said, it needed to be known and it needed to be seen by more than just the Academy Award people, but by everybody. So I'm really glad this is a movie that got very popular for what it was. Okay, and the last movie I got for this update is Titanic. It was only $4. So it's not a movie that I wanted to own super right away, but it's $4, so I thought that was cheap. It has 2 discs, probably because it's so fucking long. Yep, part 2, part 1, and then this one's part 2. So it's probably one of the longest movies I had ever seen, except for maybe Deer Hunter. Then Gandhi ties with it, but with Titanic, but I don't know. I think this movie could do without the first half of the movie, but I've never seen the entire movie. I always kept seeing the part when the ship was starting to sink. So I didn't really know too much about the backstory except for like the hand on the car or whatever. So yeah, I wanted to see the entire thing and it was on Netflix one time, so I watched it for 3 hours. It wasn't that boring. I give James Cameron a round of applause for that, but some parts were a little bit unnecessary and it did not need to be 3 hours long because it just didn't. Did you know this is actually based on a musical? Who knew? Yeah, so those are my updates for the months of October and November. I probably may or may not do one in December because I have not bought in any since. Obviously, it's just the beginning of December, but I really don't have any plans to. But we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching, subscribing, and hopefully I'll be able to do my entire DVD collection overview or movie and TV show collection overview by the end of the year. I will see you guys soon, hopefully next week for something. I don't know, but talk to you guys later. Bye.